Alrighty, let's see here. It is Friday the 7th of July. It's like 5:35 p.m. There's Cream Puff. I'm at my mom's house doing another garden tour. And been wanting to for a while now. I'll start over here in the front yard. Here is the petunias hanging from the pot. And then these flowers over here, which are like gonna blooming, but they're kind of closed now. They were blooming earlier. It's been dry. The grass is dying. I meant to turn the sprinklers on for a different schedule at night more often instead of just every few days, because it's been too dry now. It's not spring anymore. So I did adjust the sprinkler here on Zone 2. Where is it? Right here. I did adjust that to spray more this area better. I mean, it sprays it, but it kind of sprays over a little bit. I don't know. I really wish they put, for our sprinkler system, I wish they put sprinklers here, but they didn't. So this area gets wet, but not like as good as it should. Anyways, here is these plants. All of these kind of just, these I think are gladiolas. They're not blooming usually. They do around this time, but they're not yet. And here's the lilies. They're looking nice and happy. The ones over here that were orange are stopped blooming. You can see the petals from them are all gone. That was fast, but these ones are still doing good. There's that bush there. And there's the dog, Zoe and Mia. I did turn on the sprinklers earlier to adjust them and make sure they were working properly. And then put them on a new schedule to water more. So here's the garden. The marigolds there, peppers here. There's some weeds I need to pull out. This common parsley's coming back. Crazy how fast it happens. This pepper is the Keystone Renaissance Giant, Resistant Giant, whatever it is. It's hard to read the tag. It says it's a Resistant Giant. Sweet pepper, or bell peppers. There's another one here and here. That one's smaller. It looks like it's getting taken over by weeds, so I'll pull the weeds away from that a little bit more. So, yeah. Anyways, and these ones are chocolate bell peppers, and they're doing good. So I'm getting flowers on them a little bit now, and more of the marigolds. As you can see, there's a ladybug right there. It's pretty looking on the let's see here. Okay, there we go. On the squash, which are way too many here, because as you can see, it took over everything. They're trying to go in the grass. Here's the Durango orange marigolds. They're all covered up now. I tried telling her, but I was like, it's not going to be a good idea to have all this squash here, but nope. As you can see, the onions are barely poking through, and then there's a watermelon plant here, which you can't even see very much anymore, but it's doing good still. The squash is taking over. There's the watermelon plant, the sugar baby watermelon. It's got a lot of fuzz right there for some reason. And this is squash here. You can see this, I think it's squash. Might be zucchini. I can't remember which one it was. Oh, never mind. This was the green zucchini. The squash are more over here. So this one's a green zucchini. As you can see, there's some zucchinis coming, so that's good. There's like little ones there. And there's a bigger one down there, as you can see. So that's good. And there's some more there. So that's really good. We're excited because we use zucchini a lot. And we eat it too. And there's more green zucchini here. And these are the Walla Walla green onions, or the Walla Walla onions, whatever they're called. There's some there and then there, as you can see. And then this one is the squash. These are the yellow straight neck squash. There's a plant there. There's a plant there. You can see the flowers from, I don't know if there's any squash yet. Let's see here. I can't tell. There's probably something in there. There's a grasshoppers there, I just noticed that. And there's another one under there. Anyways. There's a squash there, it looks like it's dying. And some of them, they don't always all make it, but you can kind of see. And then there's another squash there. And then all these are yellow straight neck squash, whatever you want to call it, yellow straight neck squash, what the tag says. all these, an open flower there. And then this one kind of grew out. I was all the way over here, but I made it go this way. So this was all the way in here, going in here, but I put it up here because I put it up here to grow this way. So we'll see what happens, I guess. And then there's a squash there, as you can see, or something. I don't know. It looks different. I wonder what that actually is. I think it's also a squash. Yep, yellow straight neck squash. And there was a cucumber plant that was supposed to be there, but it never grew, I don't think. There's more Durango orange marigolds there, and these are also yellow straight neck squash. Nope, never mind, these are Hubbard squash. That's why it looks different. See, this is a Hubbard squash right there. And then there's organo thyme right there. And the squash is going all over here, all the way back here behind, which we had. Let's see if I can show you right there, where right there was something. I couldn't remember what it was, if there was a tag there for it or not, but all these things look like some kind of onions or garlic or something. It's still there, but the other plants are taking over. And these are the tomatoes. They're getting big too. There's tomatoes there and all there. There's some flowers there. And there's some tomatoes down there. And there were some bigger ones somewhere here. As you can see, there's a leaf from the squash already. It's going all in here. They're spreading a lot. Oh goodness, it's going up here too. I tried telling them, this is gonna be a really bad place for squash and pumpkins and watermelon. Like, this should only be for like tomatoes and peppers, but nope. They're like, oh, we'll be fine. We'll find out. But yeah, these are the tomatoes. I'm trying to remember where the bigger ones were. There's like bigger ones somewhere in here. Oh yeah, and there's like, also there was some yellow, or some Durango orange marigolds behind there. I don't know if you can kind of see them. There was behind the tomatoes that you used to be able to see, but everything's all covered. Like, look at that. So yeah, there's a little squash down there. Yeah, there's like the orange marigolds there, the Durango orange marigolds. There's the tomatoes I was talking about. Some of them are changing a little bit. Makes me wonder if these are cherry tomatoes now, because that one looks like a cherry tomato size. I'm sorry, turning orange. I thought these would be normal tomatoes, but I can't remember. So yeah, and then this is where the asparagus is. The tomatoes are trying to take over it, which I don't like. But that's the asparagus there. I'll see if I can get the tomatoes to grow a different direction. Kind of went under there. That thing, I'll get it to do that. Hopefully, I don't know. So there's the asparagus. It's doing good, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there's a good view of the garden and stuff. Crazy crowded. We got these plants over here, these little flowers. There's this one here. That there. That one died. There's some purple ones there. These ones, they're doing okay. There's some geraniums there. Those ones look cool. I had those there, but they died. I had a bunch of flowers in here, but they died. But I did add that sprinkler there for zone 1 to give this area better. And then the sprinklers here on zone 3 like that one. And then there's one right here that can't spray this area. And there's some here on zone 3, but the ones on this side on zone 3 can get in their garden a little bit, so that's good. And then that garden gets watered not only by the drip system in there on zone 1, but the ones there on zone 3 that get this side that spray all the way there. So that's good. And then over here, and there's that sprinkler on zone 1 that I actually adjusted it so it was on, and then it wasn't even spraying out, so I had to get the screw and adjust it, so we do that again. I don't know what happened, but anyways, it works now. These plants are doing good. There's that one, the geraniums there. The air conditioner's on. It's a nice hot day. It's in the 90s. Still cooler than usual this summer. Usually it's the hundreds by now. We haven't even finally got to 90s, but anyways, I'll go show you the trees and stuff. That one's not doing so well. This one is the Crimson King, not the Crimson King, the Royal Red Norway Maple Tree. There's the tag. It's doing good. I'll get a better view of that. There we go. And that sprinkler on zone 4 gets everything good and gets that tree well. This one, There's some flies there. This is the sunflower. It came from our garden in 2020. We used to have red sunflowers everywhere, but somehow it just came back again because seeds were everywhere, mixed everywhere. So as you can see, it's coming back. Look how big the stalk is. Wow, it's short for how big that stalk is. Wow, it's a big stalk. It'll get lots of sunflowers soon, hopefully, so I'll be good. And then there's a sprinkler there in zone 4 that I had to adjust, also because it was spraying too far. It was spraying too far over to this area, so I adjusted to spray that area better. So here's this tree. It's the Autumn Blaze maple tree. It's doing good. The dogs are playing. You can see some new growth right there and right there. And up there it's doing good. And here's the cherry tree, the Sweetheart cherry. It's doing good. The new growth is doing good. All that's new growth. It's starting to turn to the trunk color now. It's not as green as it was anymore. So, and the sprinkler over here somewhere is like a sprinkler right here on zone 5 that gets these cherries. It gets all these cherry trees here and all the grass over here where our pool used to be. And here's this other Sweetheart cherry. It's doing good. It did have a couple cherries right here, but I think we picked them and ate them. They were red almost last time I did a video. They were like right here somewhere. So they did good. But man, that new growth is really tall, which is good. That new growth is good. That new growth is good. So that's good. And then there's also a sprinkler over here in the corner here that on zone 5 that gets a good area here, so it gets all that. So that's good. Oh, and the sprinkler here on zone 5 gets all that too. But the sprinkler here on zone 5, I had to. There's one like right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right in there. Usually it does like there all the way up to there. But I adjusted it to stop there and just focus on this area more because this area needs it. I don't know why they got new sprinklers put in. They didn't install sprinklers in the middle. So this area looks like crap. They have sprinklers on the edges. They get everything and shoot out in the middle, but they don't have anything in the middle that shoots out, which sucks. I wish they did. They do the same with the front yard. All we have is one zone in the front yard, which is zone 2, and they have all the sprinklers all on the edges, but nothing in the middle. And then there's that sprinkler there in zone 3 that like sprays too far, so I had to adjust it so we'd get that area better. The dogs are loud. So that's kind of, yeah, it's just been drying, so I had to sprinklers water more at night now, so it can get the grass better and everything watered better. So yeah, that's how everything's been. That's how the garden's doing. I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry the dogs are so loud. It's always me. It's not really the dogs, it's just me. Yeah. So the garden's looking like that. And I hope you all enjoy, and I'll keep you updated.